My dog is super active and I'm always looking for new ways to entertain her. So today I thought that I would share some activity ideas with you. There are 6 different types of canine enrichment, and these are all super important. First, there's social enrichment, which means that your pet gets the opportunity to socialize with other pets and people. There's cognitive enrichment, which means that they get the chance to show their talent and also learn some problem-solving skills. Then there's physical enrichment, which means maybe like a obstacle course in your backyard, do some activities. There's sensory enrichment, which means touch, smell, sight, sound, stuff like that. Feeding enrichment, which might mean hiding treats around the house or maybe using a puzzle feeder to feed your dog. And obviously toy enrichment, which means having a lot of toys around the house so that your pup is entertained. And now these activities that I'm gonna show you are good because they basically touch every single one of those categories, and they're also fun to do with your pup, or they can do it alone. So let's start with the feeding puzzles. Now these go into the category of feeding enrichment, toy enrichment, and cognitive enrichment. So these are really good. This can be something as simple as a Kong. Now probably every dog owner has heard about this, but basically
wow. So it's hard to get and it retains even more.
wow.
And also in the summer if you freeze it, it's good for like the...
This is insane!
So good!
So good! So I just got some useful information about the Kong from our professionals, but basically you can put treats inside of this and then the dog will roll it around and they will fall out and they can eat them. You can also put a pate or a paste inside of this and then they have to lick it. But in the summer you can actually freeze this as well, and obviously it's a good cooling snack for the summer and it lasts longer that way, so your dog can keep themselves entertained for a long time. And by the way, if you didn't know, there is a lot of varieties to Kongs. There are, for example, these tiny ones for smaller dogs and a Tental Sticks Kong. So you put your paste here and they'll bite it, and it also helps with your dog's teeth. Then there are other puzzles as well, like a treat spinner, for example. So this is a treat spinner. Basically your dog can chew on it, tap it, stuff like that, and then it will roll on the floor and it will spit treats from there. So that's nice. And then last but not least, obviously you can also get a real feeder puzzle, and these are super easy. Basically you just put the treats, for example in this one, in the holes. We have different ones, but I just chose this to show. And then your dog with its nose has to roll these around to get them, and these compartments open with these rolls, so they'll have to tap these with their nose to get them open. And this one is the last feeding puzzle item that I'm going to show you, and this is a sniffing carpet. And this is super good if you like leave your house or something. You can hide treats in this carpet and then your dog has to find them. And this has many layers to it, so it might take a while for your dog to find them, and it's just very good to entertain your dog. Or maybe you just need an hour of peace and you can entertain your dog with this. It's definitely not that hard to keep your pup entertained, even though you don't want to be a part of it, because all of those things they can do by themselves. Now going into outdoor activities, these obviously are good for the physical enrichment, can also be for the social enrichment if you have other pups around. But frisbees, always fun, always good. You can also use a ball, but frisbees usually fly, you know, further. They're easier to catch as well, so maybe you should try it. We have a few different ones in our store, but frisbees are always a good option. And like I said before, you can also use balls to throw, because I don't know one dog that doesn't like balls. And we, for example, have these cute small ones with eyeballs on them. So yeah, they're balls with eyeballs. Balls. Obviously you can also throw the balls with a launcher, which is this stick that you throw it with and then it goes further. One good choice for food enrichment is treats. So if you leave the house, you might want to get your dog a bone or something to snack on while you're gone. And if you want to get fancy with the treats, you can also get cheese bones, for example. These are low fat and they're good for your dog and they taste good, and as the package says, they provide hours or days of entertainment for your dog. And if you microwave this for 60 seconds, it will become like this big crunchy treat. There's also ice cream for dogs and stuff like that that you can try with your dog, so that the treats are not always just a basic bone or the basic treats. But there are so many treats for dogs that I can't go through all of them, but it's a good way to entertain your dog. And of course, obviously, toys are very important for your dog. This is an activity that they can do on their own, or you can do with them, because you can obviously play with them with their toys. And when it comes to choosing toys, every dog has their own toy taste. Let's just say that. So like I was saying, the toys are pretty much your dog's choice, or when you know your dog, then you know what type of toys they like. But there are a lot of variety to these as well. For example, if you have a dog that loves swimming, there are toys that float on water. There are toys for dogs that destroy all their toys so that they won't destroy them as fast as usual. But in all honesty, there are countless activities that you can do with your dog, and if you have an anxious dog or a dog who bites maybe furniture, digs, maybe bites themselves or licks themselves obnoxiously, then it's probably because they're not entertained enough. So with these easy tricks you can solve that. And if you want to try any of these out, I'll leave the link in the bio, and if you want to subscribe to our newsletter, you'll also get 10% off your first purchase. And that's it for today's video, so we'll see you guys next Tuesday. La vida es Okidogi y mejor con mascotas. We also have a lot of cool things to entertain cats, so if you want to see entertainment ideas for cats, comment down below and I might do it maybe in the next video. Maybe.